Everyone knows there's great wine in France and in California. But there are all sorts of great wines in some hidden places all around the world. Makes for a really interesting time. I'm Sarah Heiner, president of Bottom Line Publications, and this is our Conversations with the Experts, where we get the answers to your tough questions from our leading experts. Today I'm talking to Amy Dixon. Amy's the former buyer and the fine wine expert at Stu Leonard's Wine Stores, one of the top 10 retailers for wine in the country. She's currently managing a portfolio of fine wine collectors at Nicholas Roberts Wine Stores in Darien, Connecticut. Having lost 98% of her eyesight in 2007, in addition to being a wine expert, Amy's now a para-triathlete on Team USA, and she's also on the watch list for their cycling team. You can learn more about Amy and all of her cycling and her wine expertise at blogspot.blindsommelier.com. Well, welcome, Amy.
Thanks for having me.
Well, it's my pleasure. So, France, California, those are easy. But there are some really great wines from other parts of the world.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite hidden gem?
Honestly, I'm actually going there next week. Canada, of all places.
Really?
Yeah, Canada produces some extraordinary wines. You know, one of the things about global warming, it's been great for wine. 10 years ago, 15 years ago, they were growing some Riesling and cool climate grape varieties up in Canada very successfully, and now, sadly, global warming has sort of progressed. It's almost 3 or 4 or 5 degrees warmer than it was 15 years ago, and therefore they're able to produce some world-class wines up in Canada, specifically Chardonnay and Pinot Noir, and a little bit of Cabernet Franc and Riesling. And the wines are extraordinary. They're not inexpensive. I would say to find a decent bottle, you're looking at $20–25 a bottle, but really worth the investment.
And how about, where can you find some great bargain wines that are high quality?
New Zealand, for sure. People know New Zealand for high quality Sauvignon Blanc at very good prices, but they also produce world-class Pinot Noir there. It's actually the lowest latitude growing region in the entire world. It's very, very close to Antarctica, believe it or not. On the South Island, there's a place called Central Otago that has a beautiful microclimate for growing Pinot Noir at very, very attractive prices. Another region that I would highly recommend, people know, Chile is producing some really great wines, but Argentina, and more specifically Patagonia in South America, produces some excellent values.
And how about actually, I hear there's a little known place in France that actually has some high quality value wines.
Oh, absolutely. The southern French region of Provence and the Languedoc-Roussillon region produce wonderful wines. You can find something under $10–15 that would easily cost you $30–35 from California. Great Cabernet Sauvignon, great Syrah, great Grenache, extraordinary wines with great complexity and a lot of character for very, very good prices.
What's the most surprising place that grows good wine?
Honestly, I would probably say Canada, because traditionally they grew cool climate varietals that were a little bit sweeter, and now they're producing beautiful dry wines in Chardonnay and Pinot Noir.
Great. Well, thank you, Amy Dixon. Follow Amy, the Blind Sommelier. So the bottom line on finding some great wines that aren't French and aren't American? Well, there's some great values in Canada. You'd never believe that Canada can now produce some great dry wines. You can also go to New Zealand, and even in South America, not just Chile, go over to Argentina, up by Patagonia. They're producing some terrific, terrific wines. And if you really want to stick to being a French snob, you can go down to Provence. They're having some very surprisingly inexpensive but great wines. This is Sarah Heiner with Bottom Line Publications.